So the toughest challenge to ever plague the internet that has claimed the reputation of so many influencers such as Dr. Disrespect, EDP, and even Drake, and many more, has claimed another victim, and today's minor tickler is Kris Tyson. Yes, the motherfucker who's in the Mr. Beast videos and was even at the Kids' Choice Awards. Kids' Choice Awards. A place named after kids. Right there in the name. Alright, what's up, Busters? So, some recent very disturbing tweets have came out from Kris himself. And let me just say, they're really fucked up, such as this one. Nothing gets my knob cranking like some lolly. Now, if you're someone who is lucky enough to not know what that is, you need to cherish that. You need to cherish your innocence for a minute, because I'm about to take it away. In Japanese culture, lolicon is a genre of fiction media which focuses on young girl characters, particularly in sexually suggestive or erotic manner. Yes, it's pretty much hentai cheese pizza, which is still cheese pizza, so it's still fucking disgusting. But recently, a YouTuber by the name of Adrox recently dropped a video that was just absolutely shitting on Kris Tyson and exposing him for the disgusting motherfucker that he is and the wacky person. Adrox absolutely just destroys Kris Tyson, and after seeing these tweets, I think that he deserves it 100%. So without further ado, go ahead and follow my Instagram in the description, and let's get into this shit, man. The first tweet we're going to be looking at is one from Kris where he says bonus fidget spinners to really throw in some extra autism at Shadbase. Now I'm going to touch on a little bit of who Shadbase is. Now Shadbase, or Shadman, is someone who is known for drawing lolly, and a lot of it. I'm pretty sure he's even drawn worse than that, with him drawing his own mother. Yes, his own mother. And let's just say she's not having a good time in the drawing. I'm not gonna say what's going on, but it rhymes with hate. So yeah, that motherfucker is extremely weird. So being associated with him at all is definitely not a good look, especially not having one of his drawings in your living room as your centerpiece. In this tweet right here by Kris, he said this is coming from a guy who has an @Shadbase drawing in his living room as his centerpiece. And you can even see the drawing in a Mr. Beast video from 6 years ago, right there in the corner. That is some next level porn addiction right there. Who is going to put that kind of photo in their living room? Now, keep in mind, this is about 6 years ago, so this is around the time that Kris and Mr. Beast were living together. So that would mean that Mr. Beast probably knew about the wacky stuff Kris was into. Maybe not all of it, but some of it. I'm not saying that Mr. Beast is in on it or he likes children. I don't think that. But, you know, I will say with him and Kris living together, when Kris started making these tweets, which are very public tweets, I can't imagine what he said in person, especially with someone living with him. Because I could understand if they were good friends, they saw each other, Kris could hide it then, but with him and Mr. Beast living together, I'm sure a few things may have fallen through the cracks, and Kris might have exposed a few things to Jimmy that he either didn't want to or that he just did because he trusted him, which I know we all have friends who've said some questionable shit, but saying questionable shit, just saying it, is weird. But when it's one of the homies, you probably know that he's not gonna do anything, but there's literal proof that Kris, you know, does this shit, and he has a picture. And he has a picture. Like, I'm not justifying, you know, the homies saying, oh yeah, look at that minor. I'm not justifying that at all. It's not normal. It's not right. It's weird. If one of my homies do that, I normally shit talk him. I normally hit him with the whole, man, you're fucking retarded. But then again, I'm not someone who is Mr. Beast and does videos with my friends where there's kids involved. I know my friends probably aren't around children, and I don't think they're actually gonna do anything. They're just fucking around. But with him publicly saying that, normally when it's just the homies, they normally just say it when it's you and another homie. But with him publicly saying that, right, out into the world, I can't imagine what all he said to Mr. Beast when they were living together. Again, I'm not accusing Mr. Beast of being into CP at all. I'm just saying he's probably known about this, and he probably just swept it under the rug to some degree. Now, again, not hating on Mr. Beast. He's a very cool guy. Love his content. I don't watch it that much, but I do love what he does. He's a very kind guy. So I don't think he wouldn't just completely ignore this. I'm sure he probably talked to Kris about it, but he still knew, and he still decided to put him in his videos. I mean, he might not have known. I'm just throwing that out there. So don't come at me in the comments, okay? I understand. I'm not accusing Mr. Beast. He's a great guy. He's done great things, and even if he did know, that does not excuse all of the great things the man has done for this world. Like, he is genuinely probably one of the nicest content creators on this platform, and that is not something that can be changed just because of what his friend does. That's not going to change at all. My view on Mr. Beast has not changed despite what Kris has done. Yeah, my view on Kris has definitely changed. I never really liked him. He kind of always seemed pretty pretentious and kind of like an asshole, but I mean, now I definitely don't like the motherfucker. But anyways, I'm getting off track here. Let's move on. He tweets again at Shad comment base saying, "No Beast Boy trap? Shad, you've changed." Now, in this particular tweet, he's referring to a different Beast Boy. Now, if you don't know, Beast Boy is a character from Teen Titans Go and Teen Titans. In Teen Titans, he was a much older character. I believe he was like 17 or 18 in Teen Titans. And in Teen Titans Go, he is a lot younger. And if you're probably thinking, well, what is trap? How is that weird? Well, I didn't even know what this one was until I had to look it up. Trap is pretty much femboys. That's pretty much what trap is. So yeah, pretty wonky. I'm not gonna touch on that anymore. But moving on, the next one, he replies to a picture from Shadman saying, "What is this and why do people keep sending this to me?" Under that, Kris says, "Please, Shad, please." Now, the picture in question is apparently of a girl named Raptalia from the anime Sword Heroes Rising, and apparently there are two versions of her, with one being 17 and one being 10. This is the 10-year-old version, because of course it is. Like, I will never understand why people are attracted to 10-year-old girls. I don't get it. I don't understand at all. What is so tantalizing about 10-year-olds, bro? I don't get it. Like, hear me out. I'm not gonna go too in-depth here, you know, for YouTube's sake, but like, let's just say nothing has come in yet. You know, nothing's there. It's just, there's nothing there. Like, what is there to like? I don't understand. And I feel like it's always the big YouTubers or people who know the big YouTubers who get into this nonsense. I know there are other people out there who do this weird shit, but like, why is it YouTubers most of the time, like that I see at least? Why do they do this shit? You seem like if they would know they're YouTubers, they understand, have enough common sense. Yeah, you know, we're big YouTubers. We need to be safe. We need to keep this shit on the down low, or just not fucking do it. Like, should not be a challenge to not wank your willy to children. That should not be a difficult task for anyone. I have gone my entire life without looking at a single nude child at once, and I'm fine. I'm great. I don't understand why this is hard for some people. I do not get it at all, and I will never understand it. Moving on from that, here is another picture that someone posts of a character named Violet from The Incredibles. Under that, Kris says, "Low-key, she cute." Need I remind you, this character is 14 in the picture. 14 years of age. What is cute about a child? All right, now when Kris replied to these tweets, this one and the other ones, he was in his 20s, like mid to late 20s, 22, 25, around there. Old enough where he shouldn't be finding 14-year-old girls cute in your 20s. No one should. That is disgusting and extremely degenerate. Like, honestly, I have no sympathy or care for anyone who is into cheese pizza of any kind, whether that's anime or real life or tickling minors. Cheese pizza or minors in any sexual manner is fucking disgusting, and I do not care who you are. There is no excuse for this bullshit. There is nothing you could tell me to make me feel bad for you or care when your whole life falls apart because you got caught watching this. It is as simple as you shouldn't have done it in the first place. It is not that hard. It should not be that hard for people to just not fuck with minors. That should not be that difficult. Like, this shit is just awful and disgusting, and I genuinely hate seeing it. But I think with that, I'm gonna end the video off here before I say something I regret, just because I do not like this topic at all. But if you did enjoy, please do, you know,
I know you just subscribe to Kodaks.
do exactly what he said, and yeah, with that, I'm a dip.